Hi all, hope you're doing great. This is Maro. Today I have a Mackensen replay I wanted to share with you. I've been playing the ship on and off to limited success, and it just happened that this game actually was interesting enough to share, and I guess good enough as well. So, Battlecruiser, secondary. Here the armor is not really that different from most of its peers. Um, my understanding is as you go up the tier, the bow and stern obviously are gonna be made of softer stuff, so the other battleships can overmatch it. I think here the bow and stern of Mackensen is 25 millimeters. The most of other battleships in the tier are 26, so not really that big of a difference. The map that we're playing is pretty small as well. I decide to go to the right side. I see this Port Trento, and out of the box, gotta sit. It's pretty good. Didn't really happen a lot with the ship, and I always feel that the main guns don't have that good of penetration. It's 350 millimeter guns with pretty good firing angles, but I think they're very similar to Prince Idol guns, and I never liked that ship or those guns, so not a big fan. Nevertheless, Trento, I would think, would probably disagree with that assessment. Anyhow, so here I got Fuso going to the right um, flank. I get two ricochets, so basically no damage. I have some speed, and given that they're pushing this flank, what I'm looking to do is just get in a kiting position, minimize the angle, and see what happens. So the Trento comes out. I guess he likes to sail in straight lines, and take another shot at him, and bam! Guess he had a very short game. But nevertheless, that's two sets. So this game already was a lot different than the games that I've had with the ship. So here, Fuso's coming. I think where I made mistakes in the past, and I guess that's what tends to happen with the secondary builds, is try to close in and use those secondaries as soon as you can. I think here I chose to exercise a little more patience and just stay here, wait, and see what happens. Now, there is a CV in this game, and the AA on the ship is awful. I think pretty much non-existent. But there is a cruiser or two around, and luckily enough for me, I'm not the target, so that's a plus. So this Fuso's not having a great day either. It's 39 degrees. Probably shouldn't be shooting um, AP to begin with. I get two overpens. Maybe HE would have been better. But, I was hoping maybe I'll get it in the superstructure and I'll be okay. There are two more battleships coming down, but me and Julius Caesar are here, and Warspite is also coming, so no reason to go anywhere. And here I get a pen and an overpen and take the Fuso out. So it didn't necessarily do a lot of damage. I think maybe Warspite had a great volley on it. But, you know, Fuso's gone, so that's a plus. I also like the fact that I was near these islands here because I know there was a destroyer to the left of me. And, having these islands here kind of protects me. So that's good. I still pop the Hydra anyway, just in case. But, nothing happens. And here I've switched to HE. I am targeting Bayern. I feel I have good angle position, and I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. If they get closer, maybe I'll get to use my secondaries, and in the meantime, just, you know, take care. Now, the fire starting ability on this ship is not the best, but here, you know, I get another one, so that's, I think, two. So here you go. And it's just a waiting game. It's getting pretty crowded here, and now there are torps coming, but given where the island is, I'm covered. I'd rather if not all of these ships from my team were around me, but you know, it is what it is. I guess in case the CV attacks us, at least we'd have some safety maybe in numbers. Or should I say I would have some safety, given how bad the AA is here. So the two battleships still there. It seems they're headed our direction, slowly. Not really making big changes. Focusing Bayern, hopefully able to take him out. Going with HE. See, he hits me, but you know, I guess German battleships, not necessarily the most accurate. And here, this is not really a lot of damage with this HE, right? So the Bayern is down to 4500, but nothing to do but wait. And now that he's gonna be behind the island, can't really do much. Now, if I had the AP here, would have been better to go for Cavour, but you know, HE is already loaded, and you do what you can. I see their destroyer popped up to my left. My secondaries engaged it, and you know, I think I just decide to go a little further back. And while he's there, that's all good for me because the torps shouldn't be able to get me. Now my angle still think it's pretty good to Bayern. Not sure if it's that good for the Cavour, but it's easy, relatively easy to tank, and I don't think I am that big of a target for both of them yet. Because if you look at my potential damage, it's only 450, so I don't really feel that I've been singled out so far, so that's good. So Bayern is down to what, less than 1000 in terms of health, and I was wondering, you know, is this the good place to shoot or not to shoot Bayern? And I'm kind of just, I guess, trying to see if my secondaries finish him, but the Warspite takes him out. And Cavor's coming. There are a little more, few more torps coming. So moving further down, get some damage on Cavour, and now there are the two cruisers that are joining the fun. But I still feel pretty good about where I am. I think our team is down to 5 ships versus 7, so they have a 2-ship advantage. And cap advantage as well, so that's a minus. But there is nothing that I can do. I'm just staying on this flank and, you know, see how things turn out and leave it up to my teammates to see what they can do elsewhere. Um, this position, it's kind of funny enough that I start to get to engage both ships with my secondaries, so I didn't want to move. I kind of wanted to stay here longer. I felt having that cruiser in sight and also the battleship that's slowly coming to me, hoping to start some fires and you know, damage him before he gets too close. Now I think the CV comes and I get hit by a torp. I think this is probably the first attack from the CV on me. So far I've been left alone, which allowed me to stay in this position, not have to really move and you know, just farm damage or you know, do pretty well because already 93,000. I don't have too many games with the ship hitting those numbers. Now there are 2 cruisers on top and a battleship. I still don't feel very threatened. I'm trying to take the battleship out of the equation because I feel he's the biggest threat. The CV is back with torps, and this time actually I do experience the punishment for, you know, not really moving and sitting and being hit with all of the torps. So that was a big hit on me, which forces me to have to start moving now somewhat faster. The cruisers in the back, battleship is still here, the biggest threat. And again, I switched to HE, hoping to get some fire started and to take him out. Probably in retrospect, I think having AP and shooting the cruiser sooner would have been better decision. But you know, hindsight 2020, too little, too late. So that's fine. The cruiser doesn't really do a lot of damage to me, and the battleship can damage me a lot more. And I think with the German Battlecruiser line, you don't have damage control, unlimited damage control. You have a limited number of fast damage controls. And so far, I've been lucky that I didn't really have to use it at all. So that's a plus because I haven't been exposed to a lot of fire. Now the cruiser is slowing down, and this time I do have my AP loaded. So I get 5 overpens, but the cruiser is in my secondary range as well, so I'll continue to shoot at the cruiser. And the secondaries take her out. And so now, before I knew what happened, we're down to 2, and actually 1 versus 2. And here I see the CEV, and I think I was a little surprised by how quickly things changed. And here their battleship is doing some damage. I think that first volley on the CV was a mistake. Should have shot the BB because BB is a bigger threat to me right now. Um, of course, the CV continues to hit me with torps, so it's not ideal. I'm also kind of found in a position where I would like to engage the CV with my secondary, so I have to turn around. Durfinger gets another volley into me, but I think luckily for me, our CV is able to launch another torp strike and takes out the battleship. So now it's me versus the CV. I'm down to not a lot of health. The attacks keep on coming. Uh, Here I am thankful for the quick damage control party. Um, Trying to turn around and get as close as I can to that CV, engage with the secondary, and survive the onslaught. I just used up my last repair party. And the torps are coming, and this spread is pretty tight. I have no choice but to take 1 or 2 of them and keep going. And now I think it's just a matter of time. I'm almost out, and if the CV wasn't as close to me, I really wouldn't stand any chance. But given where the CV is, it's do or die. He makes another hit, but I take him out and get a Kraken at the end. So quite unexpected. Turned out to be a very good game, exciting game, and also short game. And I've had a lot of blowouts. This wasn't a blowout; it was a pretty even game. And I guess if they just chose to stay a little further, they could have easily won the game because they had so many caps. Nevertheless, here it is. Wanted to share with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. With that, I wish you the best of luck on high seas. Maro, out.